I got a new laptop.
I got a new laptop.
Guys,
Who's this bitch?
I got a new laptop, clothes, shoes.
What?
Stefan Janowski's.
What? Yeah.
I don't really have much, dude.
What are Stefan Janowski's?
Stefan Janowski's are...
What brand is it? Is it Stefan?
Nike.
Oh, it is.
Stefan Janowski's.
Was he a skateboarder?
Yes, you don't know Stefan Janowski?
I remember you bringing him up.
Yeah, but you didn't buy the Stefan Janowski's.
I didn't have the money. I was broke.
Guys, this video, why the modern dating world is broken. It's shattered into pieces.
It's broke.
Check 1, 2. Oh damn! Check it out. I got you where I want you. Your clock's run out of time, 'cause you know I know you.
Why is it broken? I remember when I was in high school, it was
It's
just...
all the women's fault.
When I was in high school, it was just a clusterfuck because I kind of grew up with like Christianity a little bit. I was raised with a little bit of Christianity, and then once I went to a public high school, I was like, yo, this is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
You've been fucking Mike for 10 months now, and you guys still aren't dating. You still don't know. It's still complicated. Oh, we still have a thing, so I don't know if we... What?
You dabbled. You stuck your toes in.
Before I stuck my toes in, before I became a slut maker, before I did all that, when I first came into high school, I'm a freshman, boom, 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 I see some chicks, boom, 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 hey, how you doing, Steph? She's like, no, yeah, we can't go on a date because I'm still talking to Mike, and we've been fucking for 10 months, and I still don't know if we're compatible. I still don't know if things are gonna work out. How does that make any fucking sense?
I think we were both romantics. Our preset was romantics.
Yep.
Because I remember I was in high school. When my first step into our high school freshman year, I just wanted romance.
Yep.
I was like, all right, I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm ready to get me a wife. All this shit, and then it led me to hell.
because Disney psyoped me.
Yep.
It was like, yo, here's what's gonna happen. So I played football, so I'm like, okay, I'm playing football. I got the sports, everything. And then I'm supposed to date a cheerleader or a hot chick or something, and then I got my girlfriend. I'm good, mission accomplished, everything's straight. I don't even have to go to Christ. I just got my girlfriend from high school. I'm good. I thought that's how it went.
Yeah.
I thought that's how it went.
Yeah, you thought wrong.
And then Disney fucked me. The next thing you know, I started to resent, and then senior year, junior year, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just...
No, it happens to every guy, man. Society, this is how society programs all of us.
Yep.
They tell the men, do what's right. And then they tell the women, do what's right for you. The dating community, this is why the whole dating community is broken, man. It's because we've all been psyoped into a whole... It's just a whole clusterfuck of, I deserve this and I deserve that and yada yada yada. They got that Jezebel spirit, the ego, all this stuff. And guys, we don't know what the fuck to do when we step into that.
Yep.
And you can call it cliche advice all you want, but I don't see enough men applying the things that these red pill guys are saying online and all this stuff. No one is applying it or actually learning it. You guys are just listening. So before you call this cliche advice, you guys got to understand the fact of the matter is none of you guys are actually applying this red pill advice that you're taking. And to be honest with you, it could all be summed up into just become a God-fearing man, but no one wants to do that, right? It's not practical. Ollie, I don't want to just become there's so much life I'm missing out on. Bro, it's all ego and programming and all this stuff. When you guys start coming closer to the actual truth of life, you'll understand that messing around with these hoes, man, it's only gonna lead you to the grave. That's all it does.
The reason why the dating market's all screwed up, it's all fucked up, this whole dating scheme is this cesspit. It's because we have way too many options, especially women, but there's just way too much. Tinder, dating apps, we have like 10 dating apps, and then you can Instagram a bitch, and then you can do this, Snapchat, You have so many options. Back in the day, back then, ask your mom, ask your grandparents, ask your great-great-great-grandparents, they all of them dated. It was either their first girlfriend or first boyfriend or their second girlfriend, second boyfriend. They only had one option. But now in today's society, they have 10 options. I kind of like her, but her nose is kind of crooked. Oh, I like her, but she likes apple juice instead of orange juice. And I kind of like her, but I like blondes, but her hair is just a little bit darker. We have so many options.
I'd argue that we don't have options.
We have so many options, so now it's all fucked up, and we can't spend time to actually get to know a person for them, from their soul, from their being, from their morale. We can't even know a person because we have so many options. We don't even want to spend the time to invest in a human, to invest in dating, to invest in dating a person. Just such a pool of options. There's never going to be that love, that family, that want to get married.
Bro, when you're in like especially when you're in like the fallen state and you're just a sinful human being and you're that man, bro, let's not beat around the bush here, guys. Like, all we want as men is sex. Like, that's what this video's about. Like, why the dating market is broken and everything.
Oh my gosh.
I know, fuck.
Come on, film it, fuck. Wait.
Why do you look like Squidlum?
This is our editor. Get in the video. Say what's up.
You see how creative he is? He has the creative mind.
See me.
You can tell.
What's up?
What's up?
Alright, we're gonna... Dude, we just got interrupted 20 times
I know.
this video. I don't know, just keep it going.
You know how this video's about like the dating market and it's broken and everything and like why everything is just, it's gone to fuck. You guys also need to understand, you're trying to make deals with the devil here. Like, there's literally a million, we're talking about Tinder and Hinge and all these apps and everything. There is girls getting 100 DMs from a bunch of different dudes on all of these apps telling them, hey, when you want to link up, this, that, and other, do you want to go on a date, yada, yada. They leave them all on red, by the way. And, bro, most of the time, bro, it's average girls. They're like 5s, 6s, 7s, and their ego gets boosted a million times. They become like the Super Saiyan 3 of like the fucking sexual marketplace. So when you're trying to like dive into this whole mess as a man and you're like, oh man, it's been a drought, I really want to go get some pussy, understand that, first of all, you're gonna be dealing with average women. Like, it's their 6s, 7s, you know, stuff like that.
5s.
You're gonna be taking them out on dates and you're gonna be like trying to build up this like rapport with them and like, oh yeah, I gotta get them to like me and everything. I'm gonna take them on 2-3 dates just to get some ass. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, the first thing that you have to do is realize that you have to be direct with these hoes. And on top of that, you have to have a plethora. You have to, if you want to be a player, bro, and you're not a man of God and you're not about that life, you just have to understand that like, you're not gonna be able to just DM a single chick and then that's gonna be the end all be all and you're just gonna have this side chick for the rest of your life and she's gonna fuck you and suck the skin off your dick for the rest of eternity. That's not how it works. You gotta have 10, 15 different girls on your DMs when the fuck, you know, you gotta be on your shit with that. And that's just the truth. And you guys, let's be honest, bro. When we're in our 20s, we're 25, you know, all that stuff, bro, we have to be grinding. So it's up to you if you want to delve into that whole, you know, situation where you start going into the dating market and all, you know, you want these chicks and you want puss and you want punani and all that stuff and you make women your god. And then if you don't get puss in like 5 months, you go fucking shoot up a school or something. Bro, you gotta pick and choose. If you want a plethora of women, you want some ass every couple months when you start to get horny or something, then you're just gonna have to understand that you're dealing with the serpent from the Garden of Eden. That's what you're dealing with. And they think that, look, they're 6s and all this stuff, and they think that they're worth a millionaire with all this stuff, and there's this double standard that just exists. Like, it does exist. Like, at the end of the day, women, you know, you ask a 6 what she wants, she's like, I want a guy who makes $100,000, I want him to be 5'11", I want him to do this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden I say, oh, I want a girl who's not overweight, and then I'm insecure and all this stuff. If you turn that on them and then you're like, okay, wait a second, so I'm insecure for saying that I want you to, you know, not be fat and all this stuff and suck my dick and I don't want to come home to a mess and all this stuff. But I'm insecure, but the second that you say that you want a guy who makes well over, you know, average for, you know, a salary or whatever, all of a sudden that's not insecure and now it's this empowerment, and then you kind of give that guy a chance because he makes a good argument, and then you get married with the guy, and then 8 years, 9 years down the road when you're married with this guy, they get so empowered to leave the situation when they have fucking kids.
It's all about.
Don't date. Fuck that shit.
Men take what women say way too seriously. And it actually pisses me off. Like, they take everything she says to account way too seriously.
Yeah.
When women, all they do is operate on emotional impulses and they don't make sense and they think like a 6-year-old. It does not make sense why all these men are weak and they try to negotiate with the devil and they try to propose an opportunity with their chick and they try to weigh in her opinion on this and that. It doesn't make sense. All these men are weak and they're listening to the chick. I don't know why. Why?
They're their god.
When deep down in the bottom of her soul, she wants you to stand up and be the man and tell her, babe, I just came home from work. I need you to cook dinner. No, but I put the kids to... Babe, I need you to cook dinner. And she'll go, what? He's never stood up to me. He's never been a strong man. He's never been firm with his position. Holy fuck, I'm kind of caving in to my natural femininity that God wants me to be. Holy shit, what's going on? Whoa, he's standing up.
It's too much for them.
But you can't do it. Just stand up, babe. I want dinner. I'm paying rent. I want dinner. That's it. Just do that. But men they're just negotiating with it. What's going on? This never made sense to me.
If they negotiate, there's gonna be a fucking divorce. Either it's gonna be a breakup or a divorce.
Shoo.
But men don't understand
This doesn't make sense. No, now I'm gonna get pissed off. Now I'm gonna be pissed off this whole fucking minute. It doesn't make sense. Why do they negotiate? Do you worship her? Can you not? You can't live without her? It's a chick. Well, her hair's curly and she's blonde and
she gave me head this one Tuesday on Valentine's Day.
And she could throw it back like this in a 90-degree. What the fuck? I'm not negotiating with shit. This doesn't make sense. All these men are weak. You can have all the muscle you want. You can have all the money you want. You can have this. You can have that. You can have the cars. You can have everything. But deep down inside at your soul, you're a pathetic, weak man. Let a woman control you?
And you want to delve in the dating world?
This doesn't make sense.
Stick my toes in the dating world and get my pee-pee hard. Dude, I'm telling you too. Bro, most of these guys, if you stand up to your woman or whatever, let's say you're in like let's say you're in a 3-year relationship. You're standing up to your girlfriend, you know, you're sick of her shit. You know, you come home, it's whatever. You guys got an apartment together and you're let's say you're a blue collar worker, you're 22, 23 years old. You come home, she starts nagging all this stuff and all of a sudden her Jezebel spirit's coming out. All this stuff you're like, well, what the fuck? We were just good. What's going on? It's because she's getting bored, most likely. And women are you're never going to be able to please a woman unless you find that 0.00001% that exists. Yeah. You're just not gonna be able to please them, please them. So they're gonna come home. You're gonna come home to nagging, screaming, all that stuff. And I guarantee you, bro, if you don't cut that shit at the neck like ISIS when it first happens, I guarantee you, bro, she's going to manipulate the fuck out of you for the rest. For as long as you guys are together. And it's not going to be long either. Because when you finally do decide to put your foot down after allowing that shit to happen, after even a couple months, bro, she's going to be, she's already programmed. She's been watching Disney Channel since she was 8. She's been watching her TikToks, and right before you went home, she was scrolling on TikTok and saw something about feminine empowerment and all this stuff, and now she has her husband coming home, hey, is dinner ready, whatever. All of a sudden, she's like, oh my god, this is my time to shine, I'm ahead of them, yada yada. It's like a fucking game to them. Doesn't matter if you have kids, doesn't matter if you got a house, doesn't matter if you have all these things with these bitches. Bro, they will leave your ass in 2 fucking seconds if it can fill their ego. Because women put their ego above everything else. They put their ego above God, their kids, their husband, every single thing under the sun. Women put their ego above that thing because it's just what it is, bro. They're just straight up delusional. They're delusional chicks. And the worst part about it, bro, it's like the 5s. That's what pisses me off. It's like the 5s and the 6s that have double chins that go to McDonald's. They wake up past noon. They're not worth shit. And then I have to fucking tell like my friend Jerome over here that he shouldn't go on a date with this chick more than like 3 times just because he wants some pussy. You're telling me that you're gonna go would you spend your money 3 different times on a chick who was slightly overweight, thought of herself on like this goddess pedestal, and also wants like something out of you in order to give you head?
I don't think I'd spend a nickel.
So what the fuck are we doing?
We're attacking all the women, I love it, but at the end of the day, it's all the men's fault.
Yeah.
It's all our faults. We're falling victim to the pussy. We're worshiping it. We're worshiping her. Oh, her eyes and her pussy and this and that. It's all the men's fault at the end of the day. All right. None of this dating shit would happen. None of this dating sphere and all this confusion would happen if all the men had control. If they had self-control, they'd be like, no, you're nagging. I don't want you. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to associate with you. I don't want anything to do with you because you're an egotistical whore. I don't want to do it. if men stood up, all the problems would be solved. Everything would be solved. Then we have chicks be virgins, and then people married young, and everything's right. This is correct. This is that. If all the men stood up, but they don't want to.
Dude, this is cliche advice.
They don't want. No, I'll take the pussy and play Xbox after school. I'll quit my 9 to 5 to be with my chick every day because I need to cater to her because you know she doesn't get enough attention.
Yeah, no, it's fucked.
Well, how does that even make sense? I knew this since elementary school. No one had to teach me this. This was just, what the fuck? Hey, don't look at me like that. What? Just like, fuck.
None of you guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, this is all cured if we just return to the Father.
Yeah. The simple answer is return to God, worship God instead of the female. That's the simple answer. No, not many people can resonate and take that in, but
There's guys out there that think that they're getting ahead in life by fucking enough pussy.
yeah.
There's guys out there that are literally thinking that they're getting ahead of other men by being a player out there and going out to clubs. Let me tell you something, other than Johnny Sins, there has not been a single man in history to get ahead in life by fucking a bunch of women. You're subconsciously making women your god, putting them on a pedestal, and for some reason, you're identifying yourself with the amount of vagina that you can get. Are you kidding me? Bro, they don't offer you anything. If it's not your wife and she's not one of that 0.001% woman, they're not providing you a single drop of success in your life. Not a single drop. Now, I'm not saying to go be like a Discord mod and like fucking go out to the mall and be like, oh my god, I'm shy, I can't talk to women. Like, be a normal human being.
Don't be into it.
But like, fuck. Seek God.
The sad part is that 0.0000000000001% of women who are good and deep down in their soul, they mean well and they want God. They can't find those men who crave for God. They can't find those men who can lead her to God, and so they can have a healthy family and it's well nourished and it's surrounded by, you know, Christianity, things like that. They can't find it because as much as there's whores out there and there's sluts and all this provocativeness, there's just a lot of men who just don't got it right.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of men who don't want to step up. It's too hard to work a 9 to 5. Isn't that like the bare minimum?
Yeah.
I thought
They don't want their overtime and all this stuff. It's too much for them.
they're still living with mom.
Yeah. Yep.
They're 30, still living with mom. They get excited for the new NBA 2K that just came out.
Do you think men should date in their 20s?
I don't think men should date based on this market, based on today's environment. I don't think men should date in their 20s. I think they should focus. They should learn about their selves, learn about their character, be spiritually sound, be right with God, things of that nature. Get your money up, have your career, have your house, have this, that, and know yourself so you can be a man for your family in the future. I don't think at 20 you should really be dating.
What?
Early 20s.
How do you find your kid? Like, should they dive into the hell just an inch? The inches bits?
Some people need to face, some people need to go through a situation to actually understand why they shouldn't do it. Some people you can tell them, hey, don't touch the hot stove, you're gonna burn your hand. For other people, they have to keep touching it, they have to keep fucking touching it, they got to fucking burn their hand. They've been to the hospital 10 fucking times because they touched the fucking burned stove. They have to keep doing it 10 fucking times, and then they go, alright, there you go, I'll stop touching it. Fuck.
And then like 10 years down the line, they just touch
Yeah, they touch it again. They're dumbass.
Fine God.
Do you think it's okay to have a high school sweetheart? She's nice, Christian, nice family.
Is it okay? You're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Bro,
Why are you laughing?
that shit. Bro, having a high school sweetheart is the most demonic experience you'll ever have in your entire life. Whatever depression, sadness, anxiety that you have at that certain age, whatever, past the breakup, it's all just because of that Jezebel spirit that got shot into your heart. It got shot into your soul. Yeah. It was like one of those needles you get injected with it and then you pass out. It's like that. It's just like this hell that's getting injected inside you. I don't think it's good to have a high school sweetheart. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know, cause you can definitely get the same. Certain guys will never have a girlfriend, but they just pick up certain shit and like life advice and certain things that they can apply later in their life that they learn from, whether it's like a mentor or like the red pill guys on YouTube or whatever. You don't necessarily need a high school sweetheart, but I also don't know if it's a good thing to walk around a virgin as a man in today's society. Like, okay, you strip it all away at the Rock's core, it's good.
Yeah.
But like, is it good? So like, I don't know. It's kind of like,
What's the best age to finally say, you know what? I'm gonna date. I'm gonna like actually take serious with these chicks. I'm gonna take them serious.
if you really want to take a chick serious at a certain age, like you have to have a few things checked off, because there's certain traits and attributes that your woman is going to demand, especially if you want like an 8 or a 9. So you got to have your money straight, your body straight, and I don't know what else. You gotta be able to. You gotta not be a fucking weirdo, bro. You gotta be charismatic and all this stuff. There's a whole bunch of lists. If you can have those things checked off by the age of 26, 27, I say that's a really good time to grab a chick who's a little younger, imprint her, unlearn all the Disney programming that's been instilled in her that told her that being a hoe is okay, and then you can fuck it up and have a little family. That's probably gonna end in divorce anyways.
There's one thing that men need to get straight when they're in a relationship, when they're with their girl, when they're with the love of their life, right? Men, 99% of men need to get their emotions straight. The last thing your chick wants to see is an emotional man. The last thing she wants to see is you crying, you complaining, just like her, just like a woman. That's the last thing she wants to be. She wants you to protect her. She wants you to be the savior. She wants you to take on her burden. How can she do that if you start crying? That doesn't make sense. Imagine, like, we all lean on Christ, right?
Yeah.
She kind of leans on you as if you're Christ, right? You're the son of God.
Yeah.
Imagine you lean on Christ. Hey, God, look, rent's due. I don't know what to do. And then God starts crying. Yeah, man, I don't know how you gonna do it, man.
I think it's shit.
You're right? Think about that. Imagine crying to Christ. Christ, please, man, like, fuck. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like, I've had a rough day too, man, and life isn't. That doesn't make sense. And then your kids, they don't even respect you too. If you have kids with her, imagine going up to your father. Hey, father, look, dude, high school's tough, and I don't want to. Yeah, son. Yeah, me too. Yeah, rent's due too, and I'm crying, and you know, your mom's a bitch, and you know, life sucks. Men need to get their emotions straight.
And you guys have to overcome the woman manipulation tactics, because they'll tell you all the shit that you kind of want to hear because we're romantics. They'll be like, oh, I want a man who's in tune with his emotions. No, the fuck you don't.
Nope.
If you're, James right, let's say you're on a cruise and then the yacht starts sinking, and then you go straight to the captain. You're like, Captain, the boat's sinking, what do you do? And then the captain starts fucking crying. What the fuck is that shit? You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm so glad that my captain's in tune with his fucking emotions as me and my family are all gonna die because I took them on this trip.
Yeah.
You guys can't fall into the trap of the manipulation tactics that is the woman's spirit, bro, because they're gonna tell you a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
They're gonna tell you, oh, this, that, and the other. They're gonna try to get angry.
Yep.
They're gonna try to cry.
Yep.
They're gonna try to be accepting.
Yep.
They're gonna say all this bullshit that yeah, maybe it sounds good at first glance, but I promise you, bro, if you take that little jelly bean that she's fucking feeding you, that little bait, like you're a little fucking fish or something, your life is going straight to the sewage.
Yeah.
You're literally going to hell. You're going to hell. Because then, the second that you start giving her that leeway there in the relationship, her fucking spirit and her ego and her anxiety, she's like, wait, oh my god, he thinks that, wait, so I actually have a 50-50 in this marriage and everything, so that means I have to take some responsibility of all the things that go on, and I have to take all this stuff, and I have what's the word,
Take this emotional burden.
yeah, that's deep. I have to take this emotional burden and all this stuff. I can't fucking handle it. So then all of a sudden, bro, I can't handle this. I'm leaving. Fuck the kids. Fuck the kids. No, I want the kids actually, just to crush you even more. Give me the fucking kids in court. Fuck you. I'm going to bounce on some other dick.
Yeah.
And when I'm 90, I'll regret it, but it was worth it because of my ego. Be careful out there, boys.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Okay, fine. The one time you get to cry, the one only time I'll let you cry and have an emotion as a man is if, fine, your mom, your dad dies. You can cry for 5 minutes. I want you to set a timer, cry for 5 minutes, and then you're done, dude. And the tear has to just drip like this. A tear has to go down, and then you're zen mode like this, in your car, just like this, and then one tear just drips down, and then boom, in 5 minutes. But it's timer max. That's it, and then you're done.
I'll give you a minute.
A minute?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's it. But otherwise, emotions, no emotions at all. Be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy.
What do you want? What the fuck do you want?
Follow us on Instagram, subscribe, join the community, join the Discord. It's free, completely free. We're in the Discord all the time. We host lectures and stuff like that on the weekends, kind of, not really.
Follow us on X.
Oh yeah, follow us on X. We made an X account. I'm calling it Twitter.
Follow us on X, Instagram, Discord especially.
Yep.
Christ is King, going
Christ
to the
is
moon,
King.
Jeets
Christ
on
is
top, and big things coming. We're gonna be up.
Jesus is king. Yeah.
This mortal really is something else.